Om Shuklam Baradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम् वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थः प्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ Namaste everyone. Happy Thursday. Happy Guruvara. So, on the warm-up, we had some, trying to remember all the 6 karakas. Okay, so we're not talking about the vibhaktis, we're talking about the karakas. Karakas are related to vibhaktis, but they're an independent topic, right? So, this is on book 1, page 11. But the 6, what is a karaka, right? A karaka is anything which is related to the action. So we have 6 karakas. First one is kartru karaka, the doer of action. Second one is karma karaka, which is the object of action. The third one is karanam, which is the instrument of action, so that by which you do something. It's like a means to accomplish something. The fourth one, which one? Apadanam or sampradhanam? Sampradhanam. Yeah. Sampradhanam is fourth one. They're very close in names, so that's why it's a little tricky. Sampradhanam is the recipient of action. So that to which you offer, for example. Fifth one is apadanam, the origin of action. So for example, if Devadatta falls from the tree, so we would say Devadattaha vrikshat patati, right? He falls from the tree. That's the origin of the action. Why is Devadatta crawling up the tree? I don't know, right? That's the fifth one. Now, sixth one is sambandh. No, it's adhikaranam. Adhikaranam. Adhikaranam is the locus or location of action. Okay, so those are our 6. We should know these. Like, I'll call you at 3 a.m. and I'll ask you what are the 6 karakas. So we should be able to get them quickly. A lot of you are doctors, so it's like you'll be on call with Sanskrit classes. Okay. Let's continue with our lesson. So let's look at our Rama Shabda. Can we chant this together? Yeah? Okay. Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha, Ramam, Ramo, Raman, Ramena, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. Fourth case. Ramaya, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyaha. Fifth case. Ramat, Ramabhyam, Ramebhyaha. Sixth case. Ramasya, Ramayoho, Ramanam. Seventh case. Rame, Ramayoho, Rameshu. And Sambodhanam. He Rama, He Ramo, He Ramaha. Okay. So, That is our lovely Rama Shabda. We got through all 7 cases. You can give yourself a round of applause. It took us a few weeks, but we really got there. This is really the foundation of a lot, so it's important that we got this. We got this, and we also got the Vibhakti Arthaha. The Vibhakti Arthaha go along with any of the different declensions. So this was just our template. Now we'll apply it to other different words. But before we do that, let's just do a little review of our Vibhakti Arthaha. Arthaha means what? Meaning of Vibhakti. What is Vibhakti? A case. There's 7 cases. 6 karakas, 7 cases, okay? A little bit different. So our first case, Prathama Vibhakti. So this is on page, let's find, this is page 86. Page 86 of the textbook. There we have our 7 cases. The first case, Prathama Vibhakti. Right? Karaka, the karaka related to it is Kartari, Karta, Prathama. So Kartari Prathama. Then it can also be the Karmani Prathama in Karmani Prayoga and Sambodhana. Right? Second case we saw, right? Karmani Ditiya in Kartari Prayoga in active voice. It can also be, you can get second case by connected by Pratyanuantarena. Third case, we saw that it's usually connected to the karaka of karanam, right? It's the instrument. But when we're in passive voice, it can also be the karta, the doer of action. Then we also saw 3 non-karakas. We saw heto, itam buddhe, and we also saw saha tritiya. I'm going a little fast because we did this last time. Fourth case, Chaturthi Vibhakti, the karaka related to it is Sampradane, is Sampradanam, but we call it Sampradane Chaturthi. Fourth case in the sense of the recipient. Okay, so notice one thing. Each word is put in the 7th case. So Sampradanam, we get 7th case, Sampradane Chaturthi. Chaturthi is, so it's a 4th case in the sense of Sampradhanam. That's why it's in the 7th case. That makes sense? Okay. You also get 4th case when connected to Namaha, Swasti, and Swaha, etc. Panchami Vibhakti is Apadane Panchami, right? 5th case in the sense of Apadanam, in the sense of origin. And we also see a whole bunch of non-karaka vibhaktis, heto, vibhakte, digyoge, anya, itara, pinna, when connected to those words, etc. Pritak, vina. 6th case, shashti vibhakti, there's no karaka that's connected to it. We only see non-karaka, which is sambandhe shashti. And we can also add there, right? Nirdharane shashti. Nirdharane shashti, we can add that in there. And 7th case, we see that Adhikarane Saptami as our karaka. 7th case in the sense of locus or location. And the Sati Saptami is our non-karaka vibhakti. Okay, so I know it seems like a lot, but I feel like if we got some of the karakas at least, then we'll be able to get pretty far with all of this. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat. You can just put even a question mark and I'll unmute you. You're not able to unmute yourself. Okay. Neelamanji, go ahead.
Yeah, one question regarding Panchami Vibhakti. When we write the word Panchami, should we put an anuswaram on top of pa and then chami, or should we put pa and then a little like a circle and then chami?
We can do the little circle, but half. We can do the little na.
Correct.
And then cha underneath. Yeah, so just like it's written on the screen here.
Yeah, I see that. But a lot of times, you know, since I grew up in India, I'm used to putting an anuswara on top and then chami. So that is not correct. Is that true?
Yeah, that's not correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. There's a question here. Sixth case has no karaka. This is why there's 6 karakas. Yeah, that's correct. Sixth case, there's no karaka connected to the sixth case. So that's why there's only 6 karakas. Really what Panini Muni says is whatever is not included in the other cases, you put in sixth case. So that's why sambandha, it means it's very general, relationship. And so it really accounts for a lot. But usually we see sambandha, relationship in the sense of possession, possessiveness. So yeah, only 6 karakas because the 6th vibhakti doesn't take a karaka. But notice these are independent concepts. Why I keep saying that is because verbs can also be related to karaka. For example, we have kartri prayoga and karmani prayoga, right? Kartri prayoga means the voice which is connected to the karta, the doer. And karmani prayoga, which is the voice connected with the object. So it also, this concepts also relate to other things such as verbs. Okay. So continuing on. Okay. We want to look at our next word after Rama Shabda. I feel wrong. I feel like we're cheating on Rama Shabda now. We're going to the next one. This is page 65. No, sorry, page 93. Page 93 in book 1. So you'll notice that here's the chart. All the ones that are in gray on this chart look exactly the same as Rama Shabda, right? So there's only a few ones that we need to really look at, okay? But before we do that, let's see that what it says at the top of the page. It says a ending pronoun in Punlinga. So it's sarva is the shabda. It ends with a. So we're going to say a ending pronoun, and we're looking at masculine, Punlinga. The name for pronoun in Sanskritam is Sarva Nama. Okay, so that's confusing because the word we're looking at is sarva, but a name for pronoun is sarvanama. I'm going to write it in the chat. Sarvanama. Sarvanama literally means, nama means what? Name. Name for sarva, name for all. So that's the pronoun. So what if I want to say he, she, it, those are all pronouns. If I want to say they, them, their, right? They, them, those are also pronouns. They're all called sarvanama. Funny thing about this is that sarva is also a sarvanama, okay? Sarva itself is a sarvanama. Sarva is a pronoun. Sarva means all. So all is also a pronoun. Okay, so if I want to say, okay, all of the Patel family, right? All the Patel family go to the store, right? I can say it like that, but I can also drop the word Patel family. I could say all go to the store. All is a sarvanama. It stands for the whole Patel family, right? So it's a sarvanama. Notice that when, okay, the funny thing about this is that all is in all, it can be singular, dual, or plural. Okay? When sarva, all, is used in singular, it indicates the whole thing. Right? So sarvaha vrikshaha, the whole entire tree. The whole tree from the top all the way down to the root. But when I use the word sarva in plural, it indicates all of the ones in the group. So sarve vrikshaha, all of the trees in the forest. Okay, so singular, I can say like all, I can say the whole book, sarvaha pustakaha. Pustakam is neuter, but I'm just going to use it here. Pustakaha, right? The whole book, but it's sarve pustakaha, all the books in my library, for example. That was a bad example. I should have said devaha or something with the masculine word, but it's okay. Now let's look at the chart here, right? We see all the things in gray and all the things in black. So all the things in gray are just like what we saw with Rama Shabda. So instead of Ramaha, we say Sarvaha. Instead of Ramo, we say Sarvo. Now we've run into our first difference, 1, 3. Sarve. Okay, it's not Sarvaha. That does not exist. It's Sarve. So let me switch over screens. Okay, so you'll see my screen here. Sarve. So what happens is I have Sarva and I add E. Okay, I add this ikara, sarva plus E. So notice I have sarva plus E. I have a plus E. What happens when I have a plus E? They become a. So a plus E becomes sarve. This is 1, 3. Okay, so sarve vrikshaha, all of the trees. Sarve devaha, all of the devatas. Let's go to this. Let's go look at now 2-1. 2-1 is just like Ramam. Ramam, we have Sarvam. We had that makara. Sarvam. Same thing, just like Ramo, we have Sarvo, and just like Raman, we have Sarvan. Okay, then same thing, Sarvena, Sarvabhyam, Sarvaihi. Okay, just like Ramena, Ramabhyam, Ramaihi. All the same. Now let's look at 4-1, Sarvasmai. 4-2 and 4-3 are the same, Sarvabhyam, Sarvebhyaha. 5-2, 5-3 are the same. So let's look at 4-1 and 5-1. Okay. Okay, so let's look at 4-1. So we have Sarva, and we add Smai. Okay, Sarva plus Smai becomes Sarva Smai. We just add it together. Just simple addition. So this should be Sarva Smai. Sarva plus Smai becomes Sarva Smai. Then 5-1, Sarva plus Smat becomes, we just add it together, Sarva Smat. Then we go back and we see the next one is Sarvabhyam Sarvebhyaha. It's just like Rama Shabda. Sarvasya Sarvayoho, just like Rama Shabda. Ramasya Ramayoho, same thing. Sarvasya Sarvayoho. And then we see Sarve Sham for 6-3 and Sarvasmin for 7-1. Okay? Sarve Sham and sarvasmin, we see those are the differences. So let's go back to other screen and then we'll. Okay, so 6-3 is a little bit more difficult. So usually you add nam for Rama Shabda, but here we're adding sam. Okay, first we have sarva. Now what happens is that last akara gets replaced by a. It gets replaced by a. So it becomes sarve. And then I add sam. So sarve, then I add sam, and because of murdanyatva sandhi, I submitted a video, so that's in your Google Drive. I have a vowel before that sakara, which is not a, and so become sha. So when I have a vowel other than akara, it becomes sha. So sarve sham. That's 6-3. Okay, anyone have any questions? You let me know if I'm going too fast. 7-1. We just add sarva plus smin, and it becomes sarva smin. Okay, so let's look at it from the beginning. Oh, so and then Sambodhana, it's basically the same, right, as Rama Shabda, but the Sambodhana plural is the same as one plural. So there's a question is, where is Sam coming from? Or Sma earlier? Yeah. So where do these come from? How do I know it's Sam instead of Nam? Basically, there's sutras from Panini that tell you this. Tells you, the sutra is smat smino. Smat, smin, and is what we add. So there's a sutra that tells you all of these things. That we add smat, and then we add smin, and this smai up at top. Okay, so really the answer is that's just how the language is, and so we're just learning that. This is how Bhagwan made it, and Panini Muni, based on what Bhagwan made, wrote sutras, and so this is what we're learning here. Okay. So let's chant here. Let's look at it. We can chant together. Sarvaha, sarvo, sarve, sarvam, sarvo, sarvan, sarvena, sarvabhyam, sarvaihi. Okay, 4-1 different. Sarvasmai, sarvabhyam, sarvebhyaha. Then smat, sarvasmat, sarvabhyam, sarvebhyaha. 6-1, sarvasya, sarvayoho. Then not sarvanam, sarvesham, sarvesham. One way to help us with this is that sakara of sarva, right? We can just say it comes all the way through. We get sarvasmai, sarvasmat, sarvesham. That sakara comes all the way through, right? Sarvesham. And 7-1, sarvesmin, sarvayoho, sarveshu, he sarva, he sarvo, he sarve. Okay, the translation of sarvaha is all, or sarvaha in singular right, is the entire. Sarve is all in a group, or all of that species, all of that thing, all of the members rather. Now you see at the bottom of the screen, there's some more words that we can do. So anya means another, uba means both. Notice how it says uba. Uba is only in 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2. Okay, it's only the duals. So uba, it's not exactly like sarva, it's only the dual form. Okay. Another thing to note here is eka. Eka means one. But the funny thing is eka can also be in plural. So ekaha, eko, eke. Ekam, eko, ekan. Now, what does eke mean? What does one in plural mean? So they translate this as some. Some. Okay, so some. So you want next to that, you see it says someone, you can also just put the word some. S-O-M-E. Okay, so I want us to look at all the way at the back of the book. Let's see if I can find it. This. Exercise number 16. Exercise number 16 is page 176. Okay, Harprasad ji has a question. 1 second.
In Ubha.
Sorry, can you say that again?
What happens to 1-1 and 1-3 and similarly in other vibhaktis for Ubha?
Yeah, so there is no, there's only select forms. So Uba doesn't exist in 1-1 and 1-3. It only exists in 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2.
Because it is 2, right? Ubha.
Yeah, because of the way the word is, it means both.
Uh-huh.
And both, they don't seem to be able to, like, it doesn't work in singular or plural.
Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yes. So on the exercise here, right? It says complete the sentence by placing pronouns sarva, eka, anya, param, purva in the declined forms. One thing is with this homework is that don't translate it yet. We're just gonna put all of the different words, sarva, eka, anya, para, purva, in the form that it's told. This is page 176. So for example, number 1, it says blank janaha vadanti. So if I want to put sarva in 1-3, can you tell me what it is in the chat? Yeah, so sarve janaha vadanti. Okay, now without parsing it fully, we can guess what this means, right? Janaha means people, vadanti means speak, say. Okay, now we're saying sarve janaha. So all of the people speak. All of the people speak. Okay, now we want to do this with eka. Eka in 1-3 is eke. So some of the people speak, because eka in plural is some. Some of the people speak. Anya, anye janaha vadanti. Other people speak. Okay, so you're going to do that with all of them. Let's look at, okay, now, can you tell me number 3? What is sarva in 7-1? Okay, big note here. Sarve looks like just like 7-1 Rama Shabda, Rame. But we don't have any problem. It doesn't get confused because 7-1 is Sarvasmin, right? So Sarve and Sarvasmin don't get confused like Rame, right? Okay, so Sarvasmin Vishaye Sambandha Vartate. Okay, so in all of the subjects, Sambandha, a relationship, Vartate exists. Okay, so the homework is just to don't translate fully, right? Just fill in the words with sarva, eke, anya, para, purva in all of the declensions that are told, okay? If you can, I would just start trying to practice being able to guess it without writing all of the details down. That's not you know, we just want to start getting that practice a little bit. If it's too difficult, that's okay. We're going to continue with that translation a little bit in the next class. One thing we want to note here is you see how the sarvanama, all of these pronouns, they match the case and the number of the word that is qualifying. So when I'm saying sarve janaha, that adjective, sarve, refers to janaha. So all of the people. When it's adjective substantive relationship, the case will be the same and the number will stay the same. Okay. This is what we call Samanadhikaranam. Okay. This, I don't know what page this is on. This is near the end of the book before the exercises. We don't have much time. We'll talk about this next time. But I want to start the topic so that we can enter into it. Samanadhikaranam. This is the end of the book before the exercises. Topic, page 149. Thank you. Page 149. Samanadhikaranam. Okay. Can you repeat after me? Samanadhikaranam. Okay. Adhikaranam means what? It means a locus or location. Samana means, it sounds very similar in English, same. Same and samana must have come from Sanskrit. Samana adhikaranam. Those things which have the same locus. Okay, two things which have the same locus. For example, if I say blue lotus. Blue lotus, blue refers to that flower and lotus refers to the flower. Both are in the same locus, right? So that's what Samanadhikaranam. So when these two words indicate the samana, same object or locus, adhikaranam, they're said to be in Samanadhikaranam. English translation of Samanadhikarana is apposition, not opposition, but apposition. Okay? Apposition is just as foreign as Sanskrit, as saying Samanadhikarana. We don't know the word apposition anyways in normal English language. So we might as well, I'm not going to translate. I'll just say Samanadhikarana. Example is Sundaraha Balaha Bhavati. Sundara, it means beautiful. Bala is boy. Beautiful and boy, they're in the same person. They're referred to the same object. So when those two words indicate the samana, same object, adhikaranam, those two words are supposed to be in Samanadhikaranam. Okay. Now there's some words that are also can be not in apposition, so vyadhikaranam. So when they indicate different objects, they're supposed to be said in not in apposition, or the translation of not in apposition is vyadikarana. So balaha, gajaha, cha bhavataha. They're in the same case, but they don't refer to the same thing. There's a boy and separately an elephant. Okay, we'll end here. But I want you to notice that some of the words in our homework are in Samanadhikaranam, right? If we sarve janaha, all and people referring to the same thing. Sarvasmat gramat, all and the village refer to the same thing. Okay, finish with our prayer. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. We'll take a 5-minute break. Come back at 8:11. There's one statement someone said, Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. Exactly. Sarve means plural. Sarve, all people, may all people be sukhina, happy. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha.